Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is Osama Sayyid from islamafterahmadiyya.com. This video today is a response to a man called Ansar Raza, who I believe he's a missionary for the Ahmadiyya organization. I believe he's in North America. I don't bother making videos unless it's a pretty, it's quite a serious or something that's worth making a video over. And this is because the false bravado that this man has attempted to present himself to me with is quite laughable. First of all, his subject, the email, the subject says, "My challenge to Osama Sayyid." And it says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, it says, your husband, Osama Sayyid, has made a website, Islam After Ahmadiyya, and has uploaded many articles and videos against Ahmadiyyat, the real Islam. These videos and articles consist of nothing but false allegations, completely unfounded and baseless. I challenge him to talk to me and have debate about the truthfulness or otherwise of what he has stated therein. Wassalam, Ansar Raza, life devotee, Vaughan, Jamaat Ahmadiyya, Jamaat Canada. So he is North America. Now, first of all, this email was shamelessly, this man has no shame. He sent this email to my wife. How dare you, Ansar Raza, send this email to my wife? You have our Islam After Ahmadiyya website. You can press contact us. You can send me a message on that. How dare you contact my wife? What sort of a man are you to send a message to my wife? You don't ever send them. I don't know what country you're from. I don't know what sort of upbringing you have. But when you send a message to people like myself, Arab people take this stuff very personally. You don't send a message to my wife. Be a man and send a message to me if you want. Second of all, talking about manhood, how am I supposed to take you seriously, Ansar Raza, when you got annihilated by Sadat Anwar in that debate, which there will be a link in the description box below this video? You got annihilated by this brave young man at the face of all his Ahmadis. He destroyed you, Ansar Raza. He absolutely destroyed you. And what did you say? The classic line that I have shared with so many people and so many Ahmadis realize the truth about you, Ansar Raza, is when you said, I am not responsible for what I say. So many Ahmadis have found out that this is what you said in this video, and they have lost complete respect for you. So number one, I have to tell you the truth. I have no respect for you or value for you as a supposed scholar of Islam. Obviously, you're an Ahmadiyya. We have to be honest. From what we've shown you, that's not Islam. Mirza Ghulam wasn't a Muslim, so you're a scholar of a non-Islamic organization or another new religion. Now, let's move on to our next thing. All our material proving Mirza Ghulam's falsehood is on our website. It's on our YouTube videos. Go to islamafterahmadiyya.com, and everything we have is from your website, alislam.org. So if you have answers to these facts, why don't you present your answers? Why do you have to give this false bravado, present this false bravado and try and act like you're a brave man and tell me, oh, I challenge you and all this sort of stuff? Why don't you just present the answers? If someone asks you a simple mathematical question, why don't you just tell them, oh yeah, you know what, I can give you the answer to that. Why do you have to say, no, I challenge you and let's see who can get the answer? If you have the answer, Ansar Raza, why don't you just say it in the email? The answer is, Ansar Raza, is that there is no answer, and you know there is no answer. Let's talk about it. Your second Khalifa, so-called Khalifa, said it's fine, it's absolutely acceptable for a Muslim to marry a Hindu. Bashir ad-Din said that it's fine, it's acceptable for a Hindu to marry a Muslim or a Muslim to marry a Hindu. This is what your leader said. Answer that, Ansar Raza. You don't need to come and see me face to face. I don't actually want to see your face. I've seen your face on the internet. I don't actually want to see your face. You don't look like an honest man at all, especially after you said that you're not responsible for what you say. So let's answer this, Ansar Raza. Why don't you just write back with an email to my email address or to Islam After Ahmadiyya email address? Don't ever email my wife again. You email me personally if you want, or email our website. Why don't you answer that? How come that your leader said that Muslims can marry Hindus? How can a Hindu, mushrik, believing in all these different gods, how can you have a Muslim marrying this person and living in the same house, and then they have a child, and then the Hindu parent will sit there showing them all these gods, statue gods, to that Muslim child? How's that going to work? That's why it's disallowed. We can't have that. So why don't you answer that in the email? Next thing, your so-called Prophet Mirza chasing Muhammadi Begum shamefully. He's so shameful. He chased this young girl who she did not want to marry him. He was so many more years, decades, tens of years older than him. She did not want to marry him for his stupid false pretense, his false premise that he's saying, oh, I want to marry her for this reason because I'm trying to bring their family closer to Islam. That is a big lie. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah the Supreme, does not need to make somebody like Mirza go and try and force a young girl to marry him just so that he can bring their family closer to Islam. And we know that Mirza wasn't even a Muslim anyway from his belief. So how was he going to bring them closer to Islam when Mirza himself was not a Muslim? Now I'm telling you straight, no going around in circles, alright? What's the next thing? His 80-year life prophecy. Did Mirza live to 80 years? Did he even live to 76? Did he live to 74? No, he didn't. So he failed that prophecy. What did Mirza say? My prophecies are the touchstone to my prophethood. They are the touchstone. They prove that I am from God. Mirza failed so many prophecies. So why don't you answer that, Ansar Raza, in an email? Make your own video even, and I'll promise you I'll watch your video. Make a video even. You don't need to say to someone, I'll challenge you and act brave with someone. You know nothing about me, so don't act like that with me. Alright? Next thing, what did Mirza say? If I'm proved wrong in one prophecy, I am a liar. Mirza Ghulam said this. Listen to this, Ahmadis, if any Ahmadis listening to this. Your so-called prophet Mirza said, if I'm proved wrong in one prophecy, I am a liar. What do you take from this statement? It means if one of his prophecies is false, does not materialize, that means he is a liar. You have to accept and digest this statement that I just stated to you now. You have to accept it, and what it proves is that he is a liar, that he's not actually from God. But what do many Ahmadis do? They brush it under the carpet and run to some other question that they want to present to you so they don't answer this question. What's next? Haram Zada, saying, your so-called prophet saying Haram Zada, saying wealth haram. Saying that the wives of his enemies are bitches. Telling the Aryas go and jump in a well and drown to death. What sort of man of God, let alone a prophet, would say this? No man of Allah, no man of any religion, or any of the true religions, no man from a real genuine prophet of Christianity or Judaism would say such this, let alone Islam, that is supposed to be the correct religion and the final religion for mankind. Mirza Ghulam was not from Allah. Now why don't you answer that in your email instead of bringing all your false bravado, Ansar Raza? When you come, you and many of the people who are like you, Ansar Raza, you come at me and you say, oh, why don't you, let's discuss from hadith and the sunnah, or hadith and the Quran, let's try and work with that and give you answers. There is no answer. How can you answer these sort of points? How is the Quran or hadith going to answer Mirza's failed prophecies? How is it going to answer? He said himself that if I am proved wrong in one prophecy, I'm a liar. How is the Quran going to prove anything to you in that? Now let's always remember this. You bring anything to me with Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, trying to doubt Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I will disregard you. Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace and blessings be upon him. This man is a verified prophet. Verified, no doubt upon his claim. You do not ever come and question him, because if you want to question him, just leave Islam. Just leave Islam. So don't dare ever come to me and say anything negative about Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because there's no doubt about this man. There is no doubt. We've got the proof of the Quran. We've got the proof of his character, his personality. There is no doubt. And if you have one shred of doubt and you're still sure you still have doubt, I honestly tell you, just leave Islam. Just leave Islam, 100%. Now let's just suppose for 1 minute that Mirza Ghulam is a true claimant. Alright? Let's say, okay, let's suppose that Mirza Ghulam is a true claimant. Let's suppose that he really is the Mahdi, even though he said himself he is not that Mahdi from Al-Fatima, the prophesied Mahdi. Alright? Let's just say he is anyway. Then we come to his writings. We see he had such a disgusting character, and he failed so many prophecies, and he had un-Islamic beliefs, and he says to you that his coming is stronger than the coming of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He says, etc., etc. All our videos present all this evidence, and it's from your website. How can we accept this man now? So you make all your arguments and everything. We still come back to his writings, and we say this man is not from Allah. So do you understand what we're trying to say to you here? Ask Islam after Ahmadiyya, and many people, mashallah, there are many brothers and sisters on the web, on Facebook especially, who are working hard to expose the truth of Ahmadiyya. There's no hate speech here. There's no hate speech here. Everything is based on evidence. Everything is based on Mirza's writings, publications created by Ahmadiyya organization. So how is it hate if we're just repeating what's on the page and alerting you that this is on the page? How is that hate speech? We're not saying kill anyone. We're not saying attack anyone. We're not even saying boycott anyone. We welcome Ahmadis, genuine Ahmadis who want to actually find out about the Prophet. We're welcome to speak with them and show them if they want. But people who want to just spam or waste our time, we're not interested in that, because we all have jobs, we have things to do. We're not paid missionaries like the Ahmadi ones. We're not getting pay and all our expenses paid for by the organization. We have to work for a living. Alright? So Ansar Raza, please stop your bravado. You send me another email, answer things. If you can't answer things, then kindly don't email me. And don't ever email my wife. And this goes for any of you missionaries or anything. Have some shame. And I hope this video, inshallah, embarrasses you for what you've done. Don't ever email my wife again or message my wife again. Anybody who is speaking about Ahmadiyya, you don't need to contact their wife. If it's a man doing it, speak to the man. Have some honor. Have some shame. And speak to a man. That brings you to the end of this video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.